Many Christians think the land promise God made to Abraham was fulfilled under Joshua, but that's not what the Bible actually says. Let's break it down. God promised Abraham and his seed, meaning Christ, a permanent, everlasting inheritance in the land. But when Israel entered Canaan under Joshua, they did so under a temporary conditional covenant, the law of Moses. Leviticus 25:23 makes this really clear. The land must not be sold permanently. You are aliens and tenants. Being God's tenant is not the same thing as receiving a permanent inheritance. So what about Joshua 21, where it says, the Lord gave Israel all the land he swore to give their fathers, and gave them rest all around. Not one word failed. Now, amillennialists claim this proves the Abrahamic promise was fulfilled. But look closely. Joshua says God fulfilled everything he promised the house of Israel, not what he promised Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob before the nation existed. Those promises were part of the Mosaic covenant, a provisional lease on the land, conditional on obedience. Well, who were the fathers? Well, not the patriarchs. They were the generation that came out of Egypt, the same generation that died in the wilderness because they broke the covenant at Sinai. See, Joshua led the children into the land, inheriting the blessings promised through Moses, not through Abraham. Exodus and Leviticus confirmed this. God promised to bring Israel into a land flowing with milk and honey if they kept his statutes. And he warned, if they didn't, the land would vomit them out. A conditional, temporary arrangement. Never a permanent inheritance. Even Solomon, when quoting Joshua, adds a key detail, according to all he promised through Moses, not Abraham. So Joshua's conquest fulfilled the Mosaic covenant, not the Abrahamic covenant. And here's the big point. The prophets speak of another inheritance, a second and final possession of the land under the Messiah, Yeshua, the one who shares Joshua's very name. And this time, the inheritance will be permanent, exactly as God swore to Abraham and to his seed, Christ. Joshua gave Israel a temporary foothold. The Messiah will give them an everlasting inheritance that God promised from the beginning.